Whiskey Wednesday, take 3026. Action.
That'll work.
At least he's not doing it with a beer this time, because last time he did it with a beer, he didn't get up the next morning.
You notice he's not shotgunning beers drinking that whiskey.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Of course, we keep pouring our whiskey into his so that we don't...
Just gonna put me on a gurney.
Oh, but just out of interest, kin means f***ing.
Yeah, I got
Short
it.
version.
Uh-huh.
Right. I was rather being polite there.
Yeah.
Did not want to use that disgusting word.
Welcome to Whiskey Wednesday. This is Ryan, your cook.
It's Evan, the neighbor.
We've got a special guest with us today. We call him British Bill.
And I live in the neighbourhood just down the road. And I've watched these guys start from the beginning, and I'm happy to be a guest on your show. Thank you very much.
Man.
Especially to our European viewers, which I understand we have.
A couple.
We've some. They're like 2 or 3% of our viewers.
Which is like 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, not bad.
That's enough.
Yeah. all tens of our followers.
Today we're doing Booker's, which, let's just go ahead and throw this out there. This is stout.
All right, so Booker's Backyard Barbecue. Booker's is made by Jim Beam, and this is the number 2 of the 2018 release. Take 3. It is roughly 130 proof. Now, we're going to randomly laugh. It's because Aiden is behind the camera drinking, and unfortunately, from take 1 to take 2, we poured our glasses into his.
We've already poured, and we're just going to continue on.
Taking the rest of our last take. So
discerning
he's having to deal with it.
Booker's Backyard Barbecue.
Yes. This is a tribute to Booker No. It's got a good vanilla, good kind of cinnamon spice on the front end.
So Booker No was a master distiller for Jim Beam, and his son took his recipe and made this, the second batch for 2018. His son's name is Fred.
So Booker No was known for, talk about his mouse. So Booker No was known for doing his bourbon cues, and they were backyard get-togethers that he did whenever his son was in town. And they, British Bill doesn't like spirits. We like making him smell our whiskeys because it makes him cringe.
He's got some watered down white wine. He'll be fine.
He does.
Yeah.
So pork chops was the thing that Booker would make with this.
Yes, he would make a bourbon flambéed pork chop.
And I'm probably going to ask Ryan to make us pork chops to go along with this.
You
probably.
need to write that down so I can remember it.
However, as you know, when we have a guest on the show, we give the guest the option of coming up with what we're going to cook for this weekend. So,
And
British Bill.
Yeah, thank you. My challenge to Ryan, not challenge, is to ask him to make cottage pie, which to the American public, you probably know, but to the European boys and girls, is, especially in the UK, is a pretty well-known, pronounced dish.
Right, so back to cottage pie then.
Shepherd's pie.
Right, okay. My esteemed people on my right, who refuse to be called Muppets, keep referring to my guest dish being cottage pie as shepherd's pie.
I'm Irish.
Yes, and so am I. With a name like McLaughlin,
Where'd you
I'm
grow up?
more Irish.
Where'd you grow up?
It doesn't make any difference.
Where'd you grow up?
South London. My
Exactly.
heritage is Irish. Anyway, cut a long story short, there are various ways of making cottage pie, or rather the ingredients you put in it. I'm going to challenge Ryan to make me a decent cottage pie, which, as we all know, starts with the basics, which is ground beef over here. In Europe, it's called mince. So Ryan's going to
I'm
do...
going to make this out of pork and green beans.
We don't do green beans. We certainly don't do pork in cottage pie. Which is quite... Anyway, cut a long story short, at the next viewing, I will be the taster, the final taster and judge.
Yeah.
But as Ryan always points out, everything he's made, I've always liked, which is very, very true.
And as Bill always points out, he's very picky when it comes to food, and he doesn't like anything. But yet, when he comes to my house, he's always stuffing his face.
But you've got a discernible palate.
I have.
Yes, he's very
How can he?
distinguished.
It's got a British palate.
Yeah. We're the hillbillies of the block, and he's taking us up in value.
Yes, we won't go into that about the various spices and things that all Americans put on their foods, because everyone thinks British food is bland, but that's not the story.
Truth be told, and I don't mean to bring your wife
we're
into
going
this
off the
garbage
rails.
discussion, but your wife makes some very good food.
She does.
She does, she's excellent. And by the way, she's American.
Yeah.
She's an excellent cook.
You make amazing meat, but she does amazing everything else.
And I use my meat for different purposes.
There we go.
So
Maybe our Europeans got
So,
there, but
thank you for joining us.
we've had some bookers. Apparently, we've got the after effects from it. We'll do some pork
He's not
chops
even
alongside.
drinking.
He's had
drinking
some
white
wine.
wine.
I mean, it's better than the water that he drank earlier.
Good luck editing.
Thank you, Shiner.
Yeah.
All right, so next time that we see Bill, we'll be doing the cottage pie, not shepherd's. We'll be doing
Correct.
some pork chops, not lamb chops. Everybody
pork
sing
chops?
along. Remember, your favorite whiskey. Remember, the best whiskey is your favorite.
The best barbecue's the way that you like it.
Remember to share both.
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers.
Well, you want me to do my bit there?
No, we want you to at least take a drink while we do cheers.
I did.
Did you?
Yeah, I
Did he?
Yeah, I did. I did. Play it back.
Hell, Bill.
Cheers, like.
No, I took a drink. Did you? Yeah. Well, you take it back. Mark my words.